Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here or this is your first time watching, then be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell so you're notified for when I release new videos, because I have a lot of cool content always coming out and you don't want to miss out. But today I'm going to be sharing something really amazing with you all. This is really a magnificent gift. This, I would say, is hands down the best, most effective and efficient tool that I've discovered and used and applied in my personal life when it comes to creating the life I want, or manifesting wealth and abundance, or just making any sort of change in my life. And that tool is called sleep hacking. So today that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about its importance and why it's so convenient, effective, efficient, and why it's such a powerful tool, because it really is. So let's talk a little bit about sleep. Some things that we know about sleep, some important, cool, interesting facts about sleep that are really gonna put this whole method or technique or practice into clear perspective for you all. So first things first, we know that the average human sleeps, or at least is recommended to sleep from about 6 to 8 hours a day. So that is essentially 1/3 to 1/4 of your life, just sleeping, 6 to 8 hours a day. So we already see that we are clearly sleep a significant part or portion of our life. And that's an undeniable fact. We also know that while we are asleep, our brains are constantly going between alpha and theta brainwave patterns. This is observed science. You guys know that we can read brain signatures and read brainwave patterns now. So this is what we know. Now, another thing about these brain waves that we're cycling through while we're asleep is that these are the same brainwave states that we're in from the ages of 0 to 7, primarily from the ages of infancy, 0 to 7, and also these are the same brain wave patterns we are cycling between when we are in a deep meditation or under hypnosis. Once again, guys, this is scientific fact, so you can research all this on your own. That's why when it comes to manifestation and law of attraction, I always like to use observable science as at least a good foundational base that helps me personally to secure faith in these laws and these principles, or at least it did. So anyways, think about this. Like I said, the same brainwave patterns you're in when you're ages 0 to 7. Now think about a child, for example. How easy is it for us as children, or any child, to learn language, right? It's pretty much becomes first nature to learn a language. They're not really consciously thinking how to say words. They observe, they listen, they hear, and then they start to assimilate a language. That's why you can take a child born in America, as an infant, and they fly them to China, and if they're raised with a Chinese speaking family, they're gonna speak fluent Chinese, right? Just because when you're so young, because your brain is in these certain states, you can easily learn and assimilate knowledge and apply it. So that's another thing that we know about sleep. What else do we know about sleep? We also know, guys, when you are asleep, your mind is still completely active, but it is not just the mind, it is a specific portion of our mind, which is the subconscious mind, guys. And our subconscious mind is the universal mind, or universal intelligence, that flows through and permeates and penetrates all of our universe, all matter, and all life. So, and now let me explain this a little more for you guys that maybe got a little confused. When we are asleep, we are breathing, right, guys? We're, inhaling and exhaling oxygen, and our blood is circulating, and our body is producing bodily fluids and our metabolism is still working. Okay guys, well those are functions that we are not consciously directing. You know what I'm saying? When you guys are even awake, you're not telling yourself to inhale, exhale, or you're not telling your heart to beat, right? That's your subconscious mind, guys. And like I said, subconscious mind, right? If you think about it, it's in all humans, all life, telling all of our hearts to beat and telling all of our lungs to inhale and exhale oxygen. You guys see what I'm saying? So that's actually our higher intelligence. So when we're asleep, our conscious mind is shut off, but we know that we're still awake, and we're still listening. That's why if I'm asleep and someone shouts my name and goes, Jay, I'm gonna wake up because I'm still listening. So we know that our highest form of intelligence is governing our body, you know, while we're asleep. And we also know that we're fully, conscious. We're fully still listening and intaking, sound. So part of us is still fully conscious. Not our conscious mind, but our subconscious. It's really weird, but once again, guys, you can do a little research on conscious mind, subconscious mind, because in essence, when it comes to law of attraction, manifestation, that's a very, very strong key principle. Everything is essentially, we're working with subconscious mind, because like I mentioned before, a subconscious mind is universal intelligence. That's another little more, abstract concept. Not really, but it just takes a little more, diving into and peeling back the layers to get a true understanding of what exactly I'm talking about. But do more research on that on your own, or if you guys want, I'll make more videos about all these topics. This is something that I would like to do more, so please guys, I'd appreciate your feedback. But anyways, so now let's go over what, like I said, we know about sleep. So we know that our brain's between alpha and theta wave, which is the same as an infant or hypnosis or meditation, okay, when we're asleep. And we know that we're still listening, and we also know that we sleep 1/3 to 1/4 of our life. So now guys, this is the cool part, this is the fun part, check this out. So you're asleep, you're listening, and a smarter part of your mind is actually at work, So this is what I discovered, guys. There's a bunch of different approaches to this you can do. Say for example, if there's a self-help book, right, that you guys are, you should read, or it's critically acclaimed, and everyone, you've heard people say that this book has helped me so much, and it's such a good book, and it's renowned, right? You want to read it, you should read it more than once, of course, and you really want to study the information and take in the information. So check it out, guys. You can take that book, you can get the audio version, and you can play it while you're asleep. Okay, let me give you another cool technique. This requires a little more effort, but very simple. Everyone mostly has a computer or even like a cell phone. So either way, guys, you can record yourself, talking about the life that you want to live. Does that make sense? So let's just say if your goal is you want to make $1 million this next year, you can record yourself in the present tense talking about what it's like to be a millionaire and to make $1 million in 1 year, and say the exact date and talk about the things you have and the experience that you're having and the feelings that it makes you cultivate. And like I said before, we know that your brain is being hypnotized, you're brainwashing yourself, you're under hypnosis essentially when you are asleep. How easy is that to be asleep? You can be the laziest person in the world, and it's literally nothing to go on your phone, go on YouTube or whatever, make a playlist for 6 to 8 hours of lectures, talks, whatever information that you're trying to learn, and you can put it all together and you're listening to it in a higher level of intelligence. Even if you are suffering from, say, like depression or anxiety, we know depression and anxiety starts in the mind, right? Those are all conditions that stem from thought. since it takes place in the mind, it has to stem from thought to some degree. You can record yourself saying how you only experience feelings of love and tranquility and peace, harmony, calmness, relaxation, joy, how you're only experiencing these feelings. And of course, over time, that's gonna dominate your way of thinking, and eventually that's going to change your entire physical condition, physical environment, mental condition, and thought process. You know, it's gonna make a new mental pattern for yourself. So that is, think about it, guys. It doesn't get any easier than that. You're literally changing your life while you're asleep. So I told you I've used this technique and it's helped me significantly without, with very, very little effort. I've memorized, large, intricate pieces of literature without hardly any effort, just from listening to it in my sleep. Then I assimilate the knowledge, I learned it, and of course a little bit of conscious studying it as well when I'm awake too. But primarily I learned the material and really got an understanding and firm grasp of it while being asleep. So I encourage you all to go ahead and try this technique. It's extremely powerful, it's super helpful. I don't think you can find anything literally easier when it comes to manifesting the life you want than this technique. So I just want to say I appreciate you all taking the time out of your day to come hang out and watch this video, and I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Later.